Welcome to today's video. We're going to do our series reading challenge update for both Q2 and Q3. This series is inspired by books like Glow. I'll have her link down below, but unfortunately, due to life happening, moving jobs, kids, life, I didn't really do a good job of updating at all for Q2 or just in general. So this will be discussing both quarter 2 and quarter 3 for the year of 2024. Let's start with what our reading goals are, and I have a feeling we're not going to do too hot, but let's find out. So our first goal was to have 25 or less series in progress. The second goal was to have 25 or more series either completed or up to date. And what I mean up to date is just all the books in that series that are published are read, even if more are coming out. They're obviously not published. Let's review Q2 stats, which I will have on the screen. If you are curious about any of the intro or anything, I will have it linked down below so you can watch it. Reviewing quarter 2 stats, I still have 176 on my series TBR total. I haven't DNF'd anymore, so we're still sitting at the 22 DNF series. I did make progress on my 2 start. I now am at 102 instead of 105. Unfortunately, my in progress has increased from 30 from 25, so that's the wrong direction we wanted to go, but you know. However, I did a good job on increasing the number of series I have either completed or up to date. I went from 16 to 22, so we are super close to that 25. So we have made positive progress there. So just to talk a little bit more about this series I've completed, I'm not going to go into detail just because I am doing quarter 2 and quarter 3 here. But the series that I either completed or caught up on in the second quarter is the Constant series, the Spoiler Alert series, Stillhouse Lake, the Laura Chambers series, the Housemaid series, and the Littenverse series. Moving into quarter 3, we added 30 books to our series reading. So I think in June, I actually didn't read any books. We were moving, kids moving schools, moving jobs, all that. And I did pretty much just add books to my TBR. I didn't take any away. So we went from 176 books on a reading TBR to 206. So we have a lot more to read now. I did end up DNFing 3 series. I went from 22 previously DNF'd to 25. The series I DNF'd are the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. Don't come for me. I understand why people can like it. It just wasn't for me. Also The Sworn Soldiers by T. Kingfisher. Also don't come for me. I get it, just wasn't for me. And then I also DNF'd The Dragon Lords, which is a fantasy romance by Michelle Impello. My 2-star category went up to 127 due to the 30 additional series. And I only increased my in progress from the 30 on quarter 2 to 33 this quarter, so even farther away from that 25 goal. However, we still have Q4 to get through. Hopefully that can make some progress. Our complete and up to date also went down to 21. I think part of my problem with this is books are going to be releasing in some of the series that I still like and still are going. For instance, the main one I can think of is the Wayward Children series. Those are coming out. Those are some that I love. So unfortunately, I think that series like that are going to be a little bit hard for me to stay caught up to and keep that series down. So I think that will end up being a big challenge in just getting there, but we'll get there. So after looking at the stats, I'm not quite as far off as I thought I was originally doing this. However, I'm definitely way farther off than I had projected or wanted to be. I've definitely gotten just kind of into grabbing whatever I see that intrigues me. So we're going to have to refocus. Now, I'm sorry this is so short. I'm not going into a lot of details on the books just because I'm doing 2 quarters in one. I will work to, in quarter 4, be able to talk about the series that I finished reading, have more insight into those and what I'm going to read, and maybe make this a little bit more intriguing and you can have a better job of getting recommendations. So I'm sorry again that this update is not really the greatest book recommendation, but it's been fun, and let me know what series you're reading down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.